What's up YouTube, this is Fate coming to you today with another deck profile video. Been a long time, isn't it? And as promised, today I'm going to be doing my Bujin build. Thanks to the Megatins and its openings, I was able to pick the build up for fairly cheap. Just going to tell you right now that this is, I want to say, a little bit of a haphazard Bujin build. It's a little abnormal from the other ones, you'll see that in a second though. But without further ado, let's get to the profile. For any standard Bujin build, Triple Yamato. He's your search engine, he's your graveyard feed, he's just awesome in your build. And there are those games that if you get the right stuff right off the bat, he can control the game by himself, end to end, game over for your opponent. I also run 2 copies of Mikazuchi. Pretty decent effect when the Yamato gets blown up by an effect, especially some Mikazuchi out, and he has his own search effect to bring out spells and trap cards of his own. Definitely helps for those prediction plays. Say somebody tries to use Fire Hand or a Mirror Force on you, you can pop Mikazuchi out and then continue plays from there. Pretty good. And again, this is sort of a basic build, me trying it out. So I play 2 Arasuda. Actually, it has helped me fairly decently, especially against bombless and D prisons, to at least keep something on the field so my field isn't completely open for the opponent's next attack. And then 2 Hirumes. For those speed plays, remove a Bujin from your graveyard, special summon him, normal summon another guy, and get your Exceeds plates off. And then for the support monsters, I run Triple Crane, 3 Wing Beast Honest, why not? Triple Turtle, definitely very useful in this build. Like I said, I'm mainly getting the feel for this build, so I'm playing them at 3 for now, probably going to be cut down in the future, but so far, Turtle has come through in the pinch plenty of times. 2 Bujin Hares. Great against destruction effects. And 2 Bujingi Quilins. Most people I see run this at 1 or even not at all. So far, he has had that use against face-up card effects to use him and destroy those, get those off the field. I like running him at 2 right now. He has all sorts of fun plays with him, but again, gain the feel for the build. Might cut that down later, but otherwise he's working out great so far. And last but not least, Honest Light Monsters. Go figure. On to the spells. We have Triple Pot of Duality. This build doesn't tend to special summon right out of the gates too often. So Triple Pot of Duality definitely helps to speed through those turn 1 plays, get what you need right off the bat, aka your model as much as possible, and then set up right off the bat. And another card to help out with that, I play Triple Fire Formation Tenki. Again, just another play to get your models to the field as quick as possible, set up that turn 1 play. Or late game, search for your Hirumes, set up your speed Exceeds plays to turn the tables. Next, I play Triple MST. Needed in this build for the back row hate. 2 Bujincarnations. Thought about testing this build out with 3 of these guys. Then once I got into some of the earlier games, the 3rd one ended up being a much bigger dead draw, especially earlier games, so had to cut that down to 2 right away, but still a very great card to have as the game rolls on. And Dark Hole, poor man's Regeki. You see me, I run Dark Hole in enough of my builds, kinda expected by now. Next up for the trap lineup, 2 breakthrough skills. Effects are very much a thing in this game, so 2 breakthroughs is definitely very good to have in your arsenal. double Mirror Force. I'm starting to see this a little more and more, that people are fearing Regeki in some of the speed happy builds, that they're trying to overextend a little more and get as much damage in as possible. Where Mirror Force isn't as useful against most builds as it was in the past, against those overextending players, this thing comes in very, very handy when it needs to be. And then for the 1-ofs, Compulse, Torrential, Boundless, Trap Stun to protect your own plays, and Regala the Sword. Again, gain the feel for this build. This thing has helped me in the past pull off some pretty neat shenanigan plays. Overall though, it might be cut in the near future, probably for a second Trap Stun to protect my plays a little more. That is it for the main deck. On to the extra deck. I run triple Susano. I feel that Susano has a very, very powerful presence in this build. Sets up so many plays by himself, clears the field, especially when you have that off crane in hand. Insanely useful for this build. Next card, Bujingi Tsukiyomi, or as I currently calling it, my late game heart of the cards miracle plays. I've pulled off so many crazy +1 plays during the testing with this guy. One of them that has earned its heart of the cards nickname. I've just found so much good use for it. And in other select builds, I recommend trying this guy out for that 15 slots that you don't use too often. You will be surprised how good he is. 1. Kagutsuchi. Powers himself up, protects himself. He's a beast. He's a wall. He'll get over some of those problem plays. Amaterasu. This guy doesn't see a whole lot of play, but he has those certain plays with himself that does help your board pretty well for that. Not really used for final attack, but pretty good utility card. Stellar Omega, Beast Warrior, plenty of lights in your deck, have to run them. And Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King, run plenty of Beast Warriors, searches out the Tenkis, powers up your Bujins, sets up future plays, and stops effects. And then the rest of the extra deck is pretty standard for what I run. 1 Heartland Draco, Emerald, Regnazero, Exiton, Anarch, Black Ship, and Cowboy for that end of the game burn play to secure the win. And with that, that is my Bujin deck. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. And until next time.